Had a restful and peaceful Wednesday, and you're ready to give thanks and praises and appreciation for another thankful Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. Whichever platform you're using to tune into the program this morning, appreciate it and thank you. Those of you on the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, the website, Classic 105.5, 105.9. Those of you on the Party Grenada and Go to Fet Facebook pages, and GBN TV channel 7, 11, and 20. Bless up your whole selves. Good morning to all the folks joining us across the Caribbean, whichever part of the region you are. A spicy Grenadian 473 morning to each and every one of you. All you check the tone? All you check the tone? Oh, good. The appreciative tone this morning. And all our viewers and listeners internationally, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. It's the appreciation. I find I like the appreciation tone this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Bless up your whole selves. It is now 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. No sticking. Straight into this morning's word of the day. This morning's word of the day is... This morning... Where did I get these words? This morning's word of the day is furphy. Furphy. It's spelled F-U-R-P-H-Y, pronounced furphy. It is a noun which means a false report or a rumor. Furphy. It is a piece of Australian slang which means a false report or a rumor. It originated in the early days of World War I and derives from the furphy carts used to haul water and rubbish for the Australian Army. The carts, made of galvanized iron drums, mounted on wheels and originally used for hauling water on farms, were invented and manufactured by J. Furphy and Sons in the state of Victoria. Soldiers gathered around a furphy cart like office workers around the water cooler would hear and spread all the rumors they could absorb, and the drivers of the furphy carts could then spread rumors among different units. It entered the English language in 1901. Word of the day this morning is furphy. It's spelled P-U-R-P-H-Y. Furphy. It is a noun. It is a noun which means a false report or rumor. I'm giggling because how did us come up with these things? It's just situations, people, according to where you are, and they just give them names and they in the English language. Furphy. So when they're spreading false rumors, whether it's on you, COVID-19, and or the vaccine, furphy. False report and rumors, that's what it is. I like it. An example of the use of the word: granted, they're judged by panels rather than lone individuals, but the idea that panels make better decisions than individuals is a furphy. Another example of the use of the word: I really think that's a furphy, says the doctor, a former Australian government representative on the World Heritage Committee and a veteran of the meetings. Word of the day this morning, furphy, F-U-R-P-H-Y, a noun which means a false report or a rumor. Furphy. So when somebody come to you with false information, furphy. Yeah, stop them in their tracks. They'll be more distracted with what the word mean than spreading false rumors. Let me go. All right, let's see as we go about a thankful Thursday. This morning's thought of the day is a simple one, but it's very profound. The 4 words. This morning's thought of the day: expect nothing, appreciate everything. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. No need to explain. Just appreciate all that you have, all that you have, as small as it may be, as large as it is. Don't expect anything, but appreciate everything. Situations, people, things, that you are alive and well. Appreciate everything. That's the thought for today. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. Very profound, simple and profound. All right, let's get right into what is celebrated today. And Blossom, being a mango lover, I'm all up in through it. Today, it is Mango Day. Mango Day. Look at God. Mango Day. All you set up all your whole self today. It's in season. We could find it almost anywhere, and it's a good day to indulge. Mango Day. Whatever your favorite mango is, my mouth watering thinking about that stale Cali. Julie, whatever you want, starchy, Ceylon, all you set up all yourself straight. Mango Day. Anybody tell you anything about the 10 packets of mango you're going home with, just tell them Blossom says mango day. It's not me, a matter of fact. The internets. It's mango day today. So set up all yourself, indulge in your favorite mango, different types of mango if you want. Set up yourself, just in moderation. Everything in moderation, but set up yourself for the mango. I'll be in it today. What's I fight. I have some Julie home. Let's hope the husband will eat it, and I'll set up myself later. All right. Where we reached in. All right, so let's get ready for this morning's Olympic feature. We've been featuring members of Grenada's 2021 Olympic team. So far, we've featured Kirani James, Kimberly Ince, and yesterday we did Melanie Rodney. And today we're going to feature the other swimmer on the 6-member team, Delron Felix. He will be a flag bearer for Grenada at the opening ceremony tomorrow, God willing. So let's take in this morning's feature of Delron Felix. That we're going to get straight into the morning edition of news and highlights of last evening's newscast. It's Good Morning Grenada on a thankful Thursday. We'll be right back.
I still hold my head high. Come to my blessings, bless.
In a state of emergency with bars and restaurants not serving alcohol after 8 p.m. It was a national holiday here in Japan today because of the Olympics. Lots of people choosing to stay at home because of concerns about coronavirus. And the athletes, of course, going through rigorous daily testing, restrictions. They're all on their bubbles as well. So the IOC very keen to say every single day that the right measures are in place, and the fact that they're picking up these cases means that the system is working.
Lucy, thank you very much. Lucy Hawkins for us there in Tokyo. Well, let's get the action then from Thursday so far, and the men's football is now underway. Mexico had a strong side out to beat France 4-1. Sebastian Cordova put Mexico 2 up. A cool finish off a good move. A penalty though from André Pierre Gignac gave the French some hope, but not for long as substitutes Ariel Antuna and Eduardo Aguirre put the game to bed. The 2016 gold medalist Brazil face Germany in the next hour. It's a repeat of the Rio final when the hosts beat Germany on penalties. And Britain's Andy Murray will face Felix Auger-Aliassime in his first round match at the Olympics. Murray is the only tennis player to win back-to-back singles gold medals, having triumphed in Rio and London, but has largely been off the tour in the past few years with injury. He's been impressed with how athletes have coped with the COVID protocols in place in Tokyo.
If you've been preparing for something for 5 years and something like that was to happen to you, it'd be brutal. So I think there's a little bit more anxiousness, which is understandable, but from what I've seen, everyone's sort of taking the protocols and the measures, in place here seriously. So hopefully there won't be too many more issues.
Now, Australia and New Zealand have pulled out of the Rugby League World Cup due to take place in England this November. It's a huge blow between them. They've lifted the men's trophy the last 9 times, going back to 1972, and they're the top 2 sides in the women's game. And when it was first suggested they may withdraw over coronavirus border restrictions and bubble protocols, the event was put in doubt, but organisers decided to go ahead in the hope of alleviating their fears. The Rugby Football League say they've done all they can to do that.
Vaccination by non-vaccinated workers who were sent home with no pay. Workers at Sandals have now joined with workers at SGU to protest for what they claim is their right to work. Rena Pear-Thomas tells us more.
Sandals Resorts non-vaccinated workers have joined the forces with the non-vaccinated workers at SGU as they all protested in the south of the island against forced vaccination. The Sandals Resort workers said they too were sent home by their employers with no pay. Chelson Miller, a diving instructor at the resort, said they were told that if they don't get vaccinated, they are not allowed to come back to work and will not be paid off for their years of service.
Yeah, because we're not going to sit back and be told that, hey, your hotel is going to be delisted, so you have to vaccinate 100% of your staff, and then tell the staff that, hey, you guys need to be vaccinated. And if you don't want to be vaccinated, you're going to go home and stay home without pay for 3 months. And after the 3 months, it'll be like you forfeit your job. So don't come back. We feel that's threatening to the highest level, that's victimization to the highest point, and we're not going to stand for it.
All the workers, along with supporters, gathered at a bus stop near the Sugar Mill roundabout with their placards and music to enlighten the public on their fight. Miller believes that with the joint forces of SGU, their voices will be heard.
Today, we decided to make a stance to fight for our rights because we feel that we are being victimized. We feel that we have not been dealt with fairly in terms of our positions at Sandals, the Sandals workers that's here today especially. And we think if we join forces with SGU, our voices would be heard a bit easier or louder.
Meanwhile, it's been 2 months since the non-vaccinated workers at SGU have been protesting for their cause. One SGU employee, Raleigh Duncan, says that with no pay, the financial situation they are faced with is not of the best. But this will not deter them from speaking out and fighting for what they believe in.
Right, we are moving to the parish of St. John on Friday. We are taking this right around the island. If we realize the government and the powers that be, they are the ones that is moving swiftly towards having persons vaccinated. Right? We are not, as I said, against vaccination, but vaccination should be a choice.
The workers are calling on everyone to join the protests and support the cause. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
3 new cases of COVID-19 have now been recorded in Grenada, moving the tally to 165 confirmed cases since the country recorded its first on March 22nd, 2020. After announcing 2 active cases of COVID-19 during the post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday, Health Minister Nicola Steele on Wednesday on GBN's To The Point program confirmed a 3rd active case. Jared Joseph has the details.
The latest active case is being quarantined in Carriacou, and according to Health Minister Nicola Steele, the individual arrived on a yacht via St. Martin and Martinique. Minister Steele says the individual and boat are under quarantine and observation. The health minister dismisses the notion or conspiracy that government is announcing new COVID-19 cases as a deterrent to the carnival-like activities ongoing on the weekends.
Apart from people being cynical, people need to recognize, as I also announced yesterday, we have over 600 persons in quarantine. So holiday season or holiday periods, we usually see a surge in activities from people, but we also see a significant increase in visitors, which would coincide in increased probabilities of getting a positive case.
Steele says Grenadians need to focus on the facts and the reality that COVID-19 and its variants are still here. He notes traditionally summer is the period where an intake of nationals and visitors is witnessed.
We have SG opening up as well, but they're opening up to fully vaccinated persons to protect us as best as possible. So what they're seeing as a conspiracy theory is actually, it's a reality. It is bound to happen.
Minister Steele did confirm that one of the recent cases was a variant, however notes the highly transmissible Delta variant has not reached our shores.
No, we don't have confirmation as yet. The 3 active cases, we are awaiting the sequencing from CARFA, which takes a couple of weeks, just about. The previous active case, we received the sequencing information late last week, which confirmed that it was an alpha variant, which is a UK variant.
The health minister, though, states it's only a matter of time.
It is our hope that at that point, that once all protocols have been followed, that we will remain as safe as possible. But our chances of a community spread resulting from somebody with the Delta variant are extremely high.
He says government is not considering as yet the tightening of the curfew period. However, the situation is being continuously assessed. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Although Jab Jab is a popular traditional mass played in Grenada, concerns have been raised about the weekend Jab Jab activities. With Parliament recently passing the cancellation of Carnival in August with the celebrations bill, could this explain the recent upsurge of weekend Jab Jab across the nation? Krista Campbell has been looking into the weekend Jab Jab matter and submitted this finding.
Today is the day, I tell you. Today is the day, I tell you. Today is the day. Today is the day for the Jab Jab.
Jab Jab revelers are at it again. Some revelers have been participating in roadside fetes and black jab jump-up sessions. Recently, Parliament passed a bill titled COVID-19 Cancellation of Carnival August Celebrations Act 2021. That piece of legislation, which was introduced by Parliamentary Representative for Carriacou and PT Martinique, Honorable Kendra Maturin Stewart, took away Carnival Monday and Tuesday holidays. Another consecutive year without formal carnival celebrations now begs the question as to whether the weekend jab is a form of protest against the cancellation of the carnival bill. We Culture's panelist Finley Jeffrey speculates that this may just be a form of dissent.
I watch a banner Jab Jab. I know where they from. I see them on Facebook. And them Jab Jab because the government say no carnival, no jab. They beating and going up. No vote for Kitchell.
Yes.
No vote for because Kitchell say no Jab Jab. Just because of the legislation. That's their protest.
Risa Sam, another of We Culture's panelists, added to the weekend jab discourse, specifically highlighting other possible reasons for the festivities around the island.
When you look at the fact that we are having no carnival, we had no carnival last year, we have no carnival this year, people are taking these opportunities to free up themselves because there isn't one to look forward to.
Although Jab Jab is a popular traditional mass played in Grenada, concerns are being raised about the weekend Jab Jab activities. A We Culture viewer chimed in on the debate.
I mean, this Jab is only causing a lot of problem.
To the contrary, some are of the belief that the weekend Jab festivity should be regularized. We Culture's panelist Livingston Noel explicates.
You want to ban carnival and you ban carnival wholesale without allowing a liquor distresser, without recognizing that this is a significant thing. And you know, instead of trying to regulate carnival, you say no carnival.
As the month of August draws nigh, some are waiting with bated breath to see whether there will be a repeat of the Juve and other related celebrations at various locations. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
The Agriculture Feeder Roads project aims to construct roads that will link farming communities with local markets, reducing the cost of marketing and transporting produce, and opening up new employment opportunities. The latest project will impact the Willis and Constantine areas. Rena Pear-Thomas has the details.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development under the Agriculture Feeder Road project will soon commence work on just about 2 kilometers of road from Willis to Constantine St. George. The work to be done will entail road extension, box drains and retaining walls in some areas. Senior Project Manager of Hanover Construction Company Limited Grenada, Peter Couplestone, spoke of the project.
We estimate the duration of the works to take between 14 to 15 months. And the work sequence, so there'll be night shift and day shift works. So we intend to commence day shift work starting from the Willis Junction, working towards Constantine. We will also be starting from the Constantine Junction with the Grandetang Road, working towards Willis. And there we have to widen the road in various areas. So we'll be looking to do those works on night shift because we'll have to close the road in sections while we excavate back the rock faces.
Cobblestone said they will be hiring local persons for the project and invite individuals to apply for the jobs. He said interested persons should register at the parliamentary office in the area.
People directly, that will mainly be people to control the traffic and helpers to help with sort of materials distribution and that kind of thing in our storage compounds. We're asking if people who are interested in employment and contracts can first register at the constituency office. We do that so we know the people we're engaging and talking to are from the local community. So we will then get the details of the people interested in contracts and employment from the constituency office, and we will set up meetings from there to discuss contracts and employment.
Carly Glean, Managing Director of Glean's Construction and Engineering Co. Limited, is calling on home and property owners to be understanding and cooperative with the construction companies.
Brothers and sisters, there's a special appeal for all the property owners that we would be coming house by house, explaining what would be happening along the frontage of your property. And at times you may feel that you might lose your hedge, your wall that's failing or leaning may have to be rebuilt. What we appeal for is cooperation and understanding.
Prime Minister Mitchell says the project is one that will be costly.
The roadwork involves enormous cost to the taxpayers of the country, but it is necessary in the context of improving the problems that people experience traversing.
Both Glean's Construction and Engineering Co. Limited and Hanover Construction Company Limited Grenada are contracted for the project. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Minister for Infrastructure Nolan Cox admits that there isn't enough space at the just completed vendors market to accommodate all vendors.
60 vendors will soon move into a more organized space to ply their trade. The announcement of the completion of the project came during Tuesday's media brief by Minister for Infrastructure Nolan Cox.
And 60 vendors are going to benefit from that new building that was recently completed.
There will be a selection process, however, before one can occupy a spot.
That we must inform the public we still are very much challenged with space for vendors, and we continue to work to see how we can address this. There are a number of persons who are displaced, and of course they would be given some top priority. But what will be most critical in terms of the selection, it will be based on the type of vending one is actually engaging. So there are persons who do dry goods, there are persons who do vegetables, ground provision. So those booths, they're designed for specific vending types.
With only 60 vendors gaining privilege at first, some will remain displaced. The Infrastructure Minister explained how they will be catered for. Occupation of the facility will also come at a cost to vendors.
There is a fee structure in place for persons using the booth. I don't know the amount that is the rate currently, but I do know that there are significant outstandings that I'm aware of. We indicate that we have other booths to also construct and renovate, and the work is ongoing. So persons who would not be selected now would get an opportunity going forward. Also, based on the type of vending, that will inform what type of booths we build for the next project.
Minister Cox indicated that other works such as the construction of washroom facilities and another vendor's building has to be undertaken. The minister says even after the completion of renovation and additional booths, it would still be insufficient for all vendors. He says they have been in conversation with the traffic department on having some vendors move back to Granby Street on Fridays and Saturdays, catering for those who ply their trade only on those 2 days. Christelina John, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trelawna Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. During Wednesday morning's To The Point program, Minister for Health Nicholas Steele gave a reason for the cost of the PCR test in Grenada, which is currently over $400.
You spoke about tests, but you're not specifically saying whether it is the RT-PCR test that we are using, nor are you taking into consideration the cost of those machines, which are upwards of $250,000 each, nor are you taking into consideration the cost to the government, to the taxpayers, of the nurses going out to individual establishments and to individual homes where persons are quarantining to test them at all hours of the day, and the labs, technicians, etc., working all of these additional hours to do 200, 300, 400, 500 tests per day to release individuals. So there is more than just a UNESCO document, which I am not privy to, referring to tests that will determine the cost of the test or the charge levied to individuals for the cost of those tests. All of those things need to be taken into consideration.
Our online audience give their opinions. Rion commented, Mr. Steele, if persons have to get a PCR test before surgery to make sure doctors and the patients are protected, then why isn't everyone going to the hospital asked to take a PCR test? Rupert added, that reason that the minister gave for the high cost of the test is nonsense. You guys are just exploiting Grenadians because the cost is much cheaper in the other islands. Andrea wrote, hearing all these overhead costs, but the test locally is way more expensive than some tests in neighboring islands. That $400+ is exorbitant. Henry commented, so that means a busman buying a bus for $100,000 should charge $100 for the ride? What was paid for the machine is already taken away from taxpayers. And Catherine commented, that's disgusting. Paying for a blood test, etc. to have an operation? That never used to happen when I was growing up. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, let's take a peek through the GBN ISA lens.
Our ISA reporter tonight is a resident of Bailey's Backlet in St. David. His submission features one of the jackfruits found on his tree, which is its first crop. Our ISA reporter said the jackfruit weighed up to 20+ pounds. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Issue of derelict vehicles has been a bane in the eyes of the motoring public, pedestrians and visitors alike. The nuisance visible on the sides of the roads and streets of the country. Government is now warning owners to take proactive measures before these vehicles are forcibly removed. We get more in this report.
Government is finally taking steps to address the issue of derelict vehicles on our roadways, a major hindrance to commuters daily. Minister of Infrastructure Development, Nolan Cox, says they now fully intend to listen to the cries of the citizens and stakeholders.
We have been in constant discussion with the RGPF, who is our strategic partner in this regard and a key stakeholder. And of course, the Minister for Health, who is here also, is the competent authority to help drive that process.
Cox hints that a program to remove derelict vehicles will begin soon.
There are some critical elements that have been hindering the response for traffic, and one of those being the lack of an appropriate tow truck to move the necessary vehicles off the roadway. So we have taken a decision to procure a new truck for the traffic department, and that has commenced.
He says the program will commence despite awaiting the arrival of a tow truck for that specific purpose.
We do have private service operators on island, and we'll seek to engage them to provide some support for us to commence this important program. So we just want to give persons who may be impacted a heads up to you can go ahead and commence to move the vehicle yourself. But we will have to take action to ensure that the road will remain safe in that regard going forward. So these are the main updates I want to bring to the nation.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Dubai Expo 2020 will offer local producers the opportunity to showcase their products to a global audience. The expo, which was postponed as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, will now take place in the United Arab Emirates from October 1st, 2021 to the 31st of March 2022. More than 190 countries will participate in the expo, showcasing innovations from the themes of sustainability, mobility, and opportunity. For the first time, Grenada will personalize its booth at the expo. The theme is Grenada, enhancing our environment through the movement of our people, culture, products, and services. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is calling on local businesses and producers to be a part of Grenada's showcase and show the world what the country has to offer. Grenadian entertainer Tamara St. Bernard has the details for interested nationals.
Hello everybody, I have got some exciting news just for you. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020. Now I know the pandemic has slowed us down just a bit, but this is your chance and your opportunity to showcase your business, products and services to Dubai and to the whole world. So be a sponsor and jump on board. You can contact the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at 536-9818 or 440-2640. You can also pitch us an email at internationalbusinessgda@gmail.com. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020 and you do not want to miss this opportunity. So see you there.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. Plumbing fixtures, cutting and grinding discs, PVC glue, drywall screws, and power saw blades. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Get Ruby Gas. Get cooking. Ruby Gas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Ruby Gas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Ruby Gas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Ruby Gas?
Get Ruby's, get going.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable, and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply. Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Hi, darling.
Are you still working on that article to help customers better understand the Grenlec bill?
Yes. Have a look. The left side shows the electricity rates and government charges. The middle has your present usage and 8-month usage history. And the right side shows all your charges.
What about the fuel and non-fuel charge?
Good question. The fuel charge is the cost of fuel to generate your electricity. The non-fuel charge is the cost of delivering electricity to your home and any other necessary services.
And VAT?
You pay 15% on the non-fuel portion of any usage over 99 units.
How much is the environmental levy that Grenlec collects for Solid Waste Management Authority?
This charge on domestic customers is $5 or $10, depending on your usage. So, add the fuel, non-fuel, VAT, and the environmental levy, and that's your electricity bill.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
First Grenadian swimmer to have ever attained the qualification time for participation in the 2018 Youth Olympic Games, Delron Felix heads to the biggest stage of the Tokyo Olympics. As a past student of the Alpha Junior School and the Presentation Brothers College, Delron was always an exemplary student, having attained 12 CSEC passes while maintaining an A average consistently. As an elite swimmer and holder of numerous local records, Delron represented Grenada at numerous regional and international competitions, including OECS Championships, CARIFTA, and CCCAN. Despite the training challenges resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic over the past year, Delron continues to put out personal best performances, resulting in the establishments of new national records. At the UANA Swim Tokyo qualifier in May, the 20-year-old smashed 3 of the national records he set himself to establish new times in the 50-meter backstroke, 50-meter butterfly, and the 100-meter freestyle. On the highest athletic stage at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics in Japan, Delron will compete in the men's 100-meter freestyle.
Follow the summer heat as our double Olympic 400-meter medalist, Kirani James, World Javelin Champion, Anderson Peters, our Melanie Rodney, Lyndon Victor, joined forces with swimmers, Kimberly Ince and Delron Felix in the pursuit of the ultimate dream, Olympic gold and glory. Follow every race, every throw, and splash in the pool, live on GBN television from Friday, July 23rd to Sunday, August 8th. It's the Summer Olympic Games in Tokyo. The dream continues.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. Thank you so much for joining us. It is now 18 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Those of you just joining us, happy to have you. Those of you who stuck with us, thanks for your patience. It is Thursday, which means it is Talk the Things Thursday. Before I get into Talk the Things, let me just share some information with our viewers and listeners for tomorrow, God willing. So tomorrow, God willing, is the official opening ceremony of the 2020, what I call 2021, Tokyo Olympic Games. It is scheduled to begin 4:30 p.m. Japan time, which is 7 a.m. our time. So the opening ceremony will be carried live on GBN TV channels 7, 11, and 20 tomorrow morning, God willing, from 7 a.m. So which means we would have special programming tomorrow, God willing, just to adjust to ensure that we can facilitate the broadcast of the opening ceremony. So keep that in mind. I believe it is either 3 or 4 hours for the official opening ceremony from 7 a.m. tomorrow, God willing. But that's GBN only has the rights for the television broadcast of the Tokyo Olympic Games. So those of you who want to witness the spectacular opening ceremony, as well as all the events that we will be broadcasting, you have to tune in to GBN channel 7, 11, and 20. Tomorrow, God willing, for our listeners of Classic 105, I won't mind if you tune in to turn off the radio and you turn on the TV to GBN channel 7, 11, and 20, because I want to see all the spectacle that would take place. Grenada's 6-member team, of course, would be in the parade of teams. The flag bearers will be the swimmers on the team, Kimberly Ince and Delron Felix. So I'm looking forward to seeing them among the other countries representing the rest of the world on the world's biggest sporting stage. So the official opening ceremony for the Tokyo Games scheduled to begin on GBN channel 7, 11, and 20 from 7 a.m. tomorrow, God willing. All right, now let's get ready. I'll remind you tomorrow, please, a lot again. I always feel like, I know that I should inform viewers and listeners. I don't want you all to be surprised when you tune in. I feel like you all are a member of staff and everybody needs to be informed and know what's taking place. All right, so let's get into Talk the Things Thursday. This morning, we are going to be talking what the police and government call Juve-like activities. This morning's question: Juve-like activities that have been taking place in various communities over the past few weekends. The question is, and remember, we're picking a side and we stick into the topic. So here's the sides you are going to choose from. Do you agree that people should free up themselves and shake off the lock-up blues and participate in Juve-like activities once they're not harming anyone? Do you believe everybody should keep themselves quiet and stay home? Or do you have no feelings at all? Pick a side and stick to the topic. Yeah, free up yourself in Juve-like activities. Nah, Juve-like activities, no, it's not a time, stay home. I don't have no thoughts about the issue. Pick a side. Landline number 435-2041. The WhatsApp number is also 435-2041. Please, only written messages on WhatsApp. And you can continue to talk the things on Facebook and YouTube. We're picking a side. Do you think the Juve-like activities, yes, free up yourself and participate? Or do you think, nah, stay home, keep all yourself quiet, no, it's not the time? Or do you have no feelings at all about it? Let's go to the landlines. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning, Tanti. How you do?
Hanging in there. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there as well.
Nice to hear you.
Nice to hear you too. So pick a side. You think Juve-like activities, yes, they should free up themselves, no, they should stay home, or you don't feel either way about it?
No, free up. Stay home with your family. Watch your television. Just teach your children what is right and what is wrong, and just stay in your house. No Juve, no carnival, no job, because I see they're doing a little thing, they're showing the run back. And why people want to go and play this carnival thing? Why they like this massive job thing? This is a devil thing. You don't see this big thing and then the two big horn. When I see my home, I say, my God. Do they must play carnival? Do they must play job? Block up themselves, nasty up themselves just because for one day? Let us put it off for a little while. Let's put it off for some time because it will come again. Once we keep close to God and we pray and ask Him to send the cure for the remainder of us in the world from the virus, we will have a carnival again. But right now, we have to be very careful in what we do and how we're doing it. What we say and what we're saying. Where we go, when we walk in. What we do, how we're doing it in the world, we have to remember there is a God and He knows everything that we go through in this life. He knows there is a vaccine sharing out to keep the people close, to save them from the virus. But the vaccine is not the cure for the virus. The only cure for the virus is Jesus. He's the only way, the truth, and the life. So He's the one to save us from the thing. So the carnival thing, keep away from it. Don't go on the road because if the police arrest you, don't you go and give them wrong. Remember, the police have their work to do. And don't provoke them. I don't want them to get into trouble because I love them because they are a protector. And if they're doing the right thing, just let them do their work. Police officers are there to protect and to help save, okay?
All right. Thank you, Tanti. Have a good one. Juve-like activities. Do you think, let people free up and set up themselves? We've been locked up too long. Or do you think, now is not the time, stay home? Or do you have no feelings about it? Pick a side and stick to the topic. Good morning and welcome to Talk the Things.
Good morning, Ms. Blossom.
Good morning, Mr. Bido. How you do?
Well, just stay struggling. But let us go and talk this thing right now.
All right, talk the things.
Yeah, the best thing, stay home, because you know the reason why? You know, it causing a lot of accidents, motorbike driving, going on bounce truck and car capsizing and all them kind of things. So stay home, you are less accidents. They're going to make cook on beach and going on bed and, you know. So then, and I finish yet calling back next week Friday again, you know. So back to you on there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bido. Appreciate it. Talk the Things Thursday. What do you think? Let people free up? They should stay home, or I don't feel no way about that. Life for the layman terms. In proper English, no, let people enjoy themselves. Or, let them stay home, now is not the time. Or, no, Blossom, I do not feel any way about it. All right, that for the proper English people. There we go. So, let me go by the WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, stay home, keep all yourself quiet. Somebody else on I like that. Stay home and keep all yourself quiet. Somebody WhatsApp now is not the time to stick. Let me go by Facebook in the meantime then. Somebody else on Facebook says, no carnival, stay home, be safe, love you my people. And somebody else says, let the people have their jab. All right, nothing on YouTube, so let us go back to the landline. How do you feel about the Juve-like activities? 1, let people free up themselves. Or 2, let us stay home. Or 3, I don't feel no way about that. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Good morning, how you do?
I'm all right, not bad at all.
All right.
I haven't called for a long time. Based on this question you asked, I could see the frustration in a lot of people. In Grenada, we have been backwards over the past year. A lot of people don't even have a job, don't have money to spend, they're frustrated. Look at all the incidents that is happening genuinely, not because I think people are vicious or wicked people. It's just they're frustrated. The government is sending two signals. One, they ask to stay home, to do this, do that. On the other hand, they opening up the country, knowing there is places and countries that has a lot of problems. They said this coronavirus is still escalating, but yet still opening the country and bringing the people into Grenada. We have done a lot, and I believe they could have taken a different approach. Yes, we need money, but are we going to sell Grenada to 30 people in Grenada?
So you say let them free up in carnival like Juve-like activities?
No. I am saying that give the people, some of the people, a little bit of privilege. It could be monitored. It could be some way where they could give the people a little time to just relax. Because at the end of the day, people are frustrated. When people get frustrated, they do anything. And I'm not agreeing with people going and play mass or jab, because I don't play jab. I like to see it, but I don't play it. But this is part of our tradition. So some consideration could be given in one way or the other.
Okay. No problem. Thank you very much, caller. All right, let me see.
All right, WhatsApp restarting itself. Facebook, somebody on Facebook simply says, let the people free up themselves. All right, that's a Facebook. Let's go right back to the landlines. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
Good.
All right.
Blossom, I think that is this taking away our history from us. Let the people free up themselves. Give the people the time to play the carnival. It's not the juvie. It's not a whole day you're giving them. It's a couple hours. You understand? And this COVID thing, I don't believe in this COVID thing, because we say we have COVID, and every time COVID comes is when it's having a holiday, either Christmas, Easter, Carnival. What happens is the COVID know when it's holiday in Grenada? I want the minister to answer my question, and Blossom have a problem with that too, because so much people die from this COVID, from this vaccine, and nobody's saying nothing. I'm fed up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Talk the Things Thursday. We're picking a side and sticking to the topic. One, do you think they should let the people free up and have their Juve-like activities? Or do you think, no, it's not the time for that, let it stay home? Or do you feel like I ain't had no feelings about that? All right, back to the landline. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
I'm good. How you do?
Pretty okay, no?
All right, talk the things.
I am one who don't support, I call it lawlessness, foolishness. It is not that we are locked down. We in Grenada are relatively okay. We go about our daily businesses relatively just like we didn't have any COVID before. There is no stress, and those people who are talking about stresses, let them go and get a piece of land to work. You cannot be breaking the law by involving in carnival-like activities at a time when it is not designated. I could understand, and I would somewhat support if we were under the lockdown, and there is a time now that lockdown has eased up, and people are expressing themselves in that way. But we don't have that situation in Grenada. So we cannot be, this is lawlessness, and we cannot tolerate that. I am one who don't believe in this COVID thing and blah, 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 whatever is happening. But at the same time, we are not in a lockdown. We go about our daily business freely. So why on a Sunday, on Saturday, people want to be jumping up and doing all sort of foolishness and talking about stress? Go and work the land. Instead of you involving in this sort of thing and them. And we have laws. There is a time when people have carnival-like activities. That is in August. We are in July. Come on, people, let us be more disciplined than that. Cannot be allowing this lawlessness to be happening in Grenada. And the police must just lock them up. Seriously. Thank you very much and have a good morning.
People very much, caller. You have yourself a good day as well. Let me go over to the YouTube before I go back to the landlines. Two people on YouTube. The people on YouTube say, one person says, the government not ready yet. Another YouTuber says, keep themselves home. They're too lawless. They don't have behavior. All right. You see, I had to read it in the tone that you feel they wrote it with. Right? So that was YouTube. Let me go back to the landline. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Blossom. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe this is my first time calling in the morning program.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, as according to what the man said, we're not in a lockdown, we're free. So I don't know why the people like talking about stress and to free up themselves. You're free, you could go to the beach. I would miss the 2 days holiday. You understand? But we're free. We don't have to worry about stress and because of carnival make you happy, and after carnival then what?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I call for.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good day. All right, let me go back by YouTube. There's another comment that just came in on YouTube. The YouTuber says, The jab activities are a risky behavior for the virus, but I see no difference between this and sitting in bars and restaurants. Let's not demonize the jab because we were dead already. And another YouTuber simply says, put them in the stadium. Put them in the stadium for the jab. All right. Oh, and another comment on the YouTube. This new comment on YouTube says, let me explain this, Blossom. Some people don't have feelings, but most people have feelings. And if the ministry and minister don't have feelings like most people do, then you see in the wrong way. So those are the comments on YouTube. Let me go back to see if there is a caller. No, there is not. So we are going to go on Facebook. Giving them chance to dial. Let me go back to Facebook and then we're going to take the caller. So somebody on Facebook says, government ministers wine and dine, but the youths must lock up under stress. Let them free up themselves. Give them permission to go to an open playing field and enjoy themselves. They are not creating any crimes. And another Facebooker says, boy, all you really hate the youths. Are they committing crimes? Stoops. But still restaurant could open. Ooh, okay, I didn't see that part all the time. And then another Facebooker simply says, if they want to jump up, let them jump in jail. Good morning, caller.
Pleasant good morning, Blossom.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right,
my take on that this morning is, seeing that they removed the 2 holidays, people who working like in the 4 months, so I mean that's the time they spend with the family. So now they have to go to work. And the people who enjoy Carnival, like it or not, 2021 will be more job. And 2, about the vaccine, if you want it, you take it. Freedom of speech. We have a right. And let the rest of the people continue living their life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. All right, let me go to WhatsApp. I haven't been on WhatsApp for a little while. Let me read some comments on WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, yes, I agree people need to free up themselves. The big shots can afford to go to dine out, so the youths need recreational and social activities to relax. They are in their villages, not out in public roads, and they should be allowed to go to a playing field enclosed to do it. Also, Grenada can take care of our mental health. Another WhatsApper says, I believe people should have a chance to free up, but it must be done within reason, consideration for the reality of the situation, and in a legal and respectful way. Desperate times call for desperate measures. As it is now, we are prolonging the potential for continued spread. And by the way, we are not locked down. And this next one, before we go back by the landline, somebody else on WhatsApp says, because of the COVIDious environment, I think we should stay home in an abundance of caution. We are also admonished by God to obey those in authority. And in spite of what our leaders doing to oppress and anger us, we should obey in this instance for our own safety. Talk the Things Thursday. This morning we're talking Juve-like activities. Which side are you on? Do you believe that people should be given a chance to free up? Or do you think now is not a time for that, stay home? Or do you have no feelings about it? Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Morning. Yes, talk the things, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning. I think everybody should stay home because based on what we saw in the world, based on what we see in the world going on, I think we should respect the law right now. And there are more things that concern us than jab. Because you play jab, as they had a song before, when the carnival over, it's another day. Because what I'm saying is that there are so many young ladies walking around town with fibroids. They have no money to do the tests on them, and you have to pay for surgery and everything. There are more things that are important than jab. Jab is just for a time. And we normally play jab in August, not in July. So I think we should respect the law. Yes, the young people have to free up, but they need to respect, because charity begins at home. And if you encourage them to do that they're going to continue doing it all the time. So then they will have no time to do jab. They will just do it like every day. Because normally in August, that's when we do jab, not July, not June. All right? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You have yourself an enjoyable day as well. A thankful Thursday. All right, let me see. Landline. Okay, WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says it's a way of relieving stress. Is there community spread because of villagers having a little fun? So far, so good. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, all this time we should obey the laws at this time. This jab thing to me is a disgrace to the country. Some people just put on all old clothes and dab themselves. This is not jab. Jab used to put tar on themselves and red short pants in a disciplined way, and not what is happening now. This is not traditional. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you do?
Good enough.
All right.
I'm at a crossroad, a big crossroad. I don't know if we are free, if we are not free. This is the crossroad I'm on, especially involving carnival and taking the holiday. So if the government take the holiday, are we free? If the government say, okay, no holiday then, that's what I meant, and we have to go to work, are we free? Since King Hatchet was a hammer, we had this holiday. Whether it's be big bacchanal or nude bacchanal or whatever type of bacchanal, it's a holiday. So I'm asking myself, are we free? So at the same time, we make rules, and rules have to be obeyed. So that's what I don't even know how to answer your question, because we're free and yet we don't free. So that's my take on the question you asked.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Talk the things Thursday. Which side of the fence you on? Pick a side and stick to the topic. Do you think the people, Juve-like activities, let them people free up, man. They've been tied down too long. Or do you feel like, nah, no, it's not the time for that. Keep all yourself home. Or do you feel like, me and I no feeling about that? I like seeing the third one. Let me go to Facebook and read the two most recent comments on Facebook, or the last two comments on Facebook. Facebookers say, what that have to do with jab? Go below your bed, leave the jab alone. Another Facebooker says, like Grenadians forget about Juve in July. I like all later. All right, let me see. So let me read I'm going to say a topic. Let me read comments on YouTube. Now let's go over to YouTube. Somebody on YouTube says, Grenada is a Christian society. Christians are fundamentally against jab. There is an unspoken bias against the jab. And another YouTuber says, this is why people are condemning it. They do not understand the point in festivals. Every society has their time periods for revelry. Ours is about rebelling against oppression. Isn't that ironic? All right, and then let me go back to the landline before we take the break. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blassie. How you doing?
Morning, I'm good. How you do?
I'm blessed with that. I just want to take time out this morning to shield our stars, especially our great man, Tyranny James, and wish them all the best, Grenada, rallying around all those stars.
Okay.
And I just want to say this morning, Blossom, you think it's easy to deal with some mental people in the village? People, we have a choice. You have to know what you want for yourself. Nobody shouldn't try to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. If you feel to eat that, you eat it. You feel to play muscle, free up yourself, free it up. But I know this lockdown, Blossom, is going to affect a lot of people mentally, and without checking on the mentally, people, when your son or your daughter mental in your home, you just like if you're mental too, because you have to deal with them and help them. So let us look at the thing on the other side. Have a good day, sister.
Thank you. You have yourself a wonderful day as well. On that note, let's take a break, and then we're going to come back inside with some more Talk the Things Thursday, Classic and GBN.
Bruv.
Hello? I can't see you.
What's good?
But I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I see you. I'm good. I'm coming in.
There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
State-of-the-art Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. 14 and a half minutes on to 8 o'clock. Talk the Things Thursday. Pick a side and stick to the topic. This morning we're talking what the police and the Ministry of Health call Juve-like activities. Which side are you on? Do you think that one? Yeah man, let people free up. We've been under COVID-19 for too long. Let people get a chance to dally up themselves. Or do you feel like two? Nah man, no, it's not a time for that. Let us stay home and keep themselves quiet. We don't have time for that. Or do you feel like three? Me and her no feelings about that. Pick a side and stick to the topic. I like the topics this morning. Let me see. No landline, so let me go to WhatsApp in the meantime. Somebody on WhatsApp simply says, let we free up. Job lives matter. Amen, my brother. Oh gosh, all will kill me. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, let the people free up themselves, please. Another WhatsApper says, I think we as Grenadians must stop and think. Jab is not we thing. The people out there who are saying it's our thing, let them go and do some more research and teach the nation. The way we are trying to be rebellious is a shame. We were on lockdown. People could not go to the beach. That was an issue. Beach open. Tell me how often are you seeing the crowd on the beach? Maybe only on Sundays. Now they say no carnival. Every Sunday they want to play jab. If we want to make a difference in this country, let's stop playing politics. The only way a change can come into this country if we are different from who are there now. We can't fight fire with fire. No Juve-like activities. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you.
Morning.
And have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
No, I'll tell you something. I don't play. I don't go and look. But here is where it is. We are hearing so much about this virus. We now know who created the virus and where it is created. But we're not talking about those areas. We're putting pressure on the citizens. We're breaking down the citizens. We're trying to prevent them from freeing up. Yes, we need to have regulation. But let us say something more about those who created the virus and what it's doing to us. Let us talk about that. That's where the problem is. How do they get us out, or what do they give us to fight the virus? That should be the subject. Have a great day, man.
Thank you very much. You have yourself a good day as well. All right, let me read some comments on Facebook. No, hold on, Michael. Cue up Facebook still, but let me go back to the landline. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Mrs. Blossom.
Morning.
On the issue of freedom and freeing up ourselves, I think the world is in a serious time right now, and it's a time for reflection. I will say, freedom comes from within you. If you are not free inside of you, you are not free. You could play a million jabs, you could play shortney, you could play, and I love my culture, by the way. But that does not give you freedom. True freedom comes from inside of you. Let us take some time and reflect. Ask ourselves, what is it within me that is not making me not free? Grenada has been one of the best places in the world right now in terms of COVID. Okay? Grenadians need to stop and ask themselves, why am I not free? Do I have a mental problem? Do I have a medical problem that I'm not able to address because I can't afford my medication? I cannot afford the treatments? Are my children going to school without their books? Do we have bills you're not able to pay? What can I do to help myself better? True freedom comes from inside of you. Even if you play all the mass in the world and you are not free, Monday, Tuesday you jump, Wednesday you go back, you are faced with the same challenges. Who the Son free is free indeed. My people, seek the Lord in your lives, and God will help you, and you will have true freedom. Amen.
Thank you very much. All right, let me go to some comments on Facebook. We're going to start by Kenny. All right, somebody on Facebook says, let us have some sense. Let us do the right thing. Stay at home and stop this thing. This sickness is very serious. We're taking it for a joke. But when you reach, we will all be sorry. Year end? We will all be sorry. Another Facebooker says, what does the government expect the young people to do when the lawless starts from the top? The Prime Minister refused to uphold legal rulings because he does not feel the ruling is in his favor. Let them take that and cool it. The young people following the PM by not obeying him, and he following the young people by dressing like them. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Ooh. Sorry, I don't remember the song. Another Facebooker says, all who play in Christian have no love, so everybody have their right to do what they want. In the Bible, there is singing, dancing, and rejoicing. Jab will play no matter what, and the best thing they could do is give us some space. The real criminals are in jacket and tie, not the jab. And the next comment that I'll read before we go back to the landline, somebody else on Facebook says, I hate when the social Christian will come on radio and bash the young people and their jab. If the old people and social Christians have a problem with people playing jab, why they don't go in their gardens or go to church? And the same people who complaining will make pastries and other things by the side to sell. I think young people need to be given a time to be free, and I think it's the song that bothers them because it will be songs of the PM, and the NNP can't take that. And if they think that few jab they saw making them angry, well, they don't see nothing yet, because Tuesday in Sauters will be the planet of the jab they never seen yet. So take jab. What? Lost? Lord, I ain't taking no pat. Carnival Monday and Tuesday, police gonna be out in full force. I could tell all of that. And I know. Let me go to WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I don't play carnival or jab, but I know we are social beings and everyone releases stress differently. Some people dance in church, some in VIP parties, and some in the streets where there's no cover charge. Finding a balance for everyone is the best solution while fighting this unseen enemy. I like that. Everybody had their own way of dancing. I like that. Good morning, WhatsApper, my brethren. All right, lost that caller. Back to WhatsApp. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, I think Grenadians should be able to free up themselves because everything the authorities ask of Grenadians, they're always complained. Example, they were told when to go on the beach, when to go to the supermarket, put on a curfew, all kind of hours. They were told what, when, and how to do, and they all complied. So far as I know, Grenadians didn't bring the few COVID cases we had in Grenada. It was the foreigners who the administration let in and continue to let them in. We need to block the ports and give the people that choose their juve in Sateas for a couple hours, monitored by the police. Back to the landline. Morning caller.
Morning, greetings, Sister Blossom.
Greetings.
Everything good with you on your side, eh?
Yeah, man, I can't complain at all.
All right, blessings to you.
Blessings to you.
Now, sister, what happened into Evolve today? We had to put in a broad spectrum to see what happened. Because the things that the leaders and them is collaborating with is not to free us. As I say, if you ever look into the book or any other book or listen to any president or whosoever talk about the one world order, it's time that we should do a little more research on what is the one world order. And the one world order in my space is to keep us where you see we there and how we going on and how you see the brainwashing our leaders and our leaders coming to brainwash us. This is the one world order, and it's time that we should wake up and understand. They say too much work and no play make Jack a lazy boy. But we don't even work and give the people a space because the people are living here and go and spread no corona in other people's country. People live in their country and come and spread it here. And the reason why they're coming in here and could get away, that shows the vaccine and whatsoever they're working. Look 2 days ago, we get one in Carriacou coming from where? A Yachty coming in on a thing. How they have the rights? Tell me something. Look on the airport there. To come in. How they have the rights? Tell me something. Are we spreading it? Are we bringing our people? Look, last year, who played job, pay the job, because job is not the real thing in this country. It's the people mind want a little space. You cannot have people in this way. And there's big boys. Look, a couple of days ago, one of them billionaire, trillionaire gone into space. You see where the money going? And this money thing now, which is the mark of the beast, you know, it's time that we should realize this is the thing that have the world. A piece of paper. A piece of paper.
Okay.
Look what happened. They're taking all the gold in Africa and everything else and give us a piece of paper.
Okay.
People, wake up. Give thanks.
Give thanks, caller. Thank you very much. Let me go to read some comments on YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. Maybe the 2 most recent comments on YouTube are more to the topic this morning. Somebody on YouTube says, the people who are against jab, if you were in the majority, we would still be slaves today. And another YouTuber says, remember it was the government who gave people colored paint to play jab. Now they can't control what they created. If to tell the jab, they will do the other way. Jab is a spirit and on the loose. All right, let me go to WhatsApp and then I'll read maybe 2 comments on Facebook. So somebody on WhatsApp says, we are not locked down. We are free to go where we want. Stop the lawlessness. Another WhatsApper says, no is no. We need to abide by the law. It is to protect our people. I think the government should stop this activity from visitors coming in with another strain of the virus. All right, and let me read one more WhatsApper. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, the caller don't know the law of Carnival. In recent time, jab play from the launch of Carnival go down to the junction at Lansapine on weekend? Why the police don't go there and take video of them big shot? No mask, no social distance, and no regards to time. And let me read 2 comments on Facebook from Micah, I believe it was. Yes, Micah on Facebook says, wisdom dictates that rulers may consider human nature before they impose inflexible laws against a nation. For rebellion happened when people feel that they are mentally trapped. Another Facebooker says, simple, this government have no vision, no love for us, especially the youths. Just sit down and create a plan for everyone, not only Wagiti and Nikki. All right, that would bring us to the end of Talk the Things Thursday. Thank you very much for participating. Always appreciate when we can hear from our viewers and listeners. Enjoy the rest of your Thankful Thursday. We are getting ready to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscasts for today's To The Point. But don't worry. Gather your thoughts, and anytime there's an open phone line, you know where the action is. Thank you very much for tuning in to Talk the Things Thursday and for participating. Bye-bye, everybody.